What's up, Caden?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
We're gonna go do a 9-hole playing lesson.
Sounds good.
Pretty good day for it.
Yeah,
A little overcast.
it's perfect.
Not too busy, it doesn't look.
Yeah, looks good.
Have you ever had a playing lesson before?
I have not, no.
First time?
So, first time, yeah.
What are your hopes or goals that you want to get out of it?
I'm just hoping to get some more understanding of mental game and just how to play the golf course correctly, because I seem to have struggles like finishing out tournaments or even hitting tee shots like correctly, and maybe getting a visual on tee shots is tough for me. So that's what
Okay,
I'm thinking of.
let's start with that one then first, and we'll come back to the other one. Give me some examples of some tee shots that you might have trouble with, or maybe some scenarios that you might have trouble with.
Yeah, so on, let's say 5 here,
Yep.
it's a really narrow hole for this golf course, and there are golf courses that have holes like that everywhere, but this course specifically, you're trying to go low and you're trying to, keep going on the birdies and all that, and when you get to 5, you're just like, I don't know what to do here. So yeah, I base it on the first 3 tee shots that I have. If I hit driver well, I hit driver there. And I don't even know why I'm scared of that tee shot, because I never go right. Like, that's what I think of when I get up to the tee shot. I'm like, oh, don't go right. Because I know I can miss right, but I never go right on that hole. So it's just and 80% of the time I mess up that tee shot, just going left, because I'm
Avoiding going right.
avoiding going right.
So you get on the tee box, you see, the shot going right, or you come up with this thought of don't go right. What do you do after that? Do you have any strategy on how to overcome that?
I usually, if I'm overthinking it a lot, I pull hybrid and I just try and put it out there. Because if I pull hybrid left, it's okay, and that.
And even with
down
that
there
club,
in the
is it
left,
a very committed swing or not really?
It's never really
Never committed.
That hole, especially, I
Okay.
can commit to most tee shots out here, but that hole, I just never.
All right. Fortunately, we have a few holes leading up to that hole to where we can kind of talk and decide what you're
Definitely.
doing and kind of have a system in place before we get there.
Yeah.
But I think we can talk about that hole, but more importantly, use it as an example to play other holes like it.
Yeah, I agree.
That seems fair. What about, you mentioned mental game and going low and starting out well and then maybe tapering off at the end.
Yeah, even an example of the other day when we played here, I birdied 1 and I 3-putt 2, and then I was kind of just doing that all day. I'd make a birdie and then I'd bogey, and I'd stayed at even par all day. I went from 100 even all day, except for 18 I made bogey and went to 1 over. But
Do you think that your score is dictating what you do on the holes?
I do think
Yeah.
so, because I don't feel like I'm thinking about it that much, but at the end of the day, I probably am more than I know, I guess.
So maybe, or you might have to confirm it. Are there times when you're thinking, I'm 1 under, let me do this, or I just made a birdie?
Yeah, I'm trying to keeping the
More
streak
birdies,
going. Yeah,
keeping the
which
streak going.
I guess is probably not a great thing, because then that kind of pushes you to try and hit shots that you're not probably gonna.
Talk to me about your pre-shot routine.
I'm a pretty quick golfer, so, and you've seen it, I go real quick, and it probably isn't the same every time. It probably is more than I think it is, but it doesn't feel like it is the same every time. I just mostly feel like I get up to the shot and I commit to it, and I might take a few practice swings. With the driver, I don't take any practice swings. I just try to go behind it and look at the hole and visualize what I'm about to do, but that's about it.
So give me an example off of hole number 1. You're standing on the tee box. What are you seeing? What are you visualizing?
I'm just seeing a straight shot down the left side of the fairway, because most of the time I'm going to miss right, so I'm going to aim a little bit further left on the fairway. And that's usually what I'm visualizing on that hole. So.
And so you just pick a spot, you see the ball flying towards it straight?
Yeah.
And then you don't take practice swings, you set up, and then do you keep that intent, that target, or that ball flight in mind?
Yeah. One thing I've thought about recently is I don't look up when I'm over the ball. I just kind of go for it. It's probably not a good thing to do, but I don't.
You just started doing that on purpose?
I just started
or
looking up
realizing
a little bit,
Okay.
a little bit more, and trying to be oh, I'm aimed there, or I don't
Okay.
know. My golf game's really weird. I don't know how I put the scores up that I do, but I'm a pretty random golfer.
All right, well, let's do this. Let's talk a little bit throughout the round
Mhm.
about your mental preparation
All right.
and your commitment to shots.
Okay.
I think that in developing a system or at least a pre-shot routine, something that you can commit to and be aware of,
Yeah.
will probably help you throughout both of your issues.
Mhm.
One on difficult shots or scenarios,
Yeah.
and then two on staying more steady or at least just playing one shot at a time and not letting your scores dictate how you're
For sure.
you're playing moving forward.
For sure.
Cool. Let's
Sounds
go.
good. Sounds good. Let's do it.